Hello everyone, welcome back to this episode of Bitcoin Trade. And as you see here, we've got uh, we've got that drop that I've been kind of expecting. I don't have any buys in here. If I do have any buys, they were to cover my position. And so, but I do have some buys. It stopped really short of my buy, but that's all right. I think eventually it's gonna start falling down here. By the way, this is a chart episode, just to let you know. I'll cover some articles later on here, but let's go over this because this is really important here. So I've been telling everyone that this is it seems like there's a strong resistant line here, and in my opinion, Mountcox really reflected that that line, you know, on a technical analysis of a chart. Okay, why the price was going up, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me compared to the other, you know, exchanges. But on a technical level, an analysis of the charts, that's what it had to do. It had to hit this resistance and fall. I don't know. If you've been watching my episodes, I've been saying that. But anyways. So what's happening here? There's a lot of things happening here that reflect maybe that price drop, or maybe that I don't know. I've already said that this is the resistance line, and it's gonna violently drop or violently go up, one or the other. It looks like it chose to go down, which I thought it would. Um, I could have buys in here, but I think there's some more downward pressure, mainly because of the price, the arbitrage, right? It was a little way higher than it came up to be like $150 higher, mainly because of this, which pushed the price up, while the other indices were barely moving up, and then as this was going down, the other indices were heavily going down, so it caused a lot of the price parity to be a big gap, and then as it came down and started going, basically, if you look at the average here, the 25-day average, or 25 average, 25 unit average, whatever, it's really just stayed along right here, and that's where it ended up being, and eventually just coming down in price, and it's actually coming pretty darn within range of what it used to be. Depends. There may be more things to come because these two prices also fell. But look at the chart here, and look where it had to hit a hard resistant line, and you know where this line is from. It's from the last from the high of the year hitting to this point, and then this makes more. For someone who trades on a technical level of chart analysis, this makes more sense on why this thing dropped. Okay, when I look at it, I say, well, this is the resistant line. There's a heavy resistance right here, and just to show it could not break above that and came back down and tried, but just failed, and then boom. If you've been watching my video episodes, you'll know that that's what I've been saying since here, right? At least since here. When it was coming around here and going up, and then bam. But the Mt. Gox chart makes more sense, even though people complain about it. And let me show you some other charts here. Okay, this is a Mt. Gox, just the top line resistance. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So on all, okay, that's the high from last year, and that's the most recent high. And so I just put the two and to make this line, and this makes a lot more sense doing this versus and this is, I did something similar to this to all the other indices. Okay, so if you don't see it exactly that way, so I put it again, the high from last time to this high, and it makes a line here, but look at the way this is reacting. It's more reacting with this line here for some reason, and then it's not really dropping a lot, but maybe then again it's already from price to here in a ratio comparison to Mount Gox, maybe this is correct. So Mount Gox is the one that was really the right price, and then it's finally falling. This one was probably already low to begin with and just started to fall. Um, a lot of people could have performed arbitrage by moving their Bitcoins to Mount Gox, and then now may be able to realize that and move it back. But there is an issue. Okay. Well, let's look at Bitsy. Bitsy is the same thing, except Bitsy was more of a downtrending, and then that's the move. But you look at where the top side is. It's about $100 difference already. Where Mount Gox, let's have a look at Mount Gox. Look at Mount Gox hit that line and then dropped. And so for someone who trades, this makes a lot more sense than what happened on the other two indices. Um, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, for those of you who've been watching, all this time, um, what have I been telling you? Mt. Gox is a trader's platform for people who know how to trade. Technical analysis, news. By the way, here's some news for you. Okay. I've been telling you I do trade at Mt. Gox, and I haven't had any issues. I never planned on withdrawing any money, but I do plan on withdrawing Bitcoins because I might need to use them. I like to use them for groceries and the exchanges for the most part, other than maybe real life trades. I get most of my action here at the exchange. Like I said, sometimes in the real world things happen and sometimes things don't. In either case, it just, you want to use your Bitcoins here because I put Bitcoins in, I should be able to take Bitcoins out, hopefully. I don't know what the situation is, but there might be some news for this reaction here, okay? And well, just to give you an idea of that here, there's a technical graph that I drew up. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit to get rid of all the other lines, because at this point when I saw this dropping here, I knew that it's pretty much broken out of this support line right here. Even if I gave it the best, whatever, I picked the lowest just to make sure, and it still broke through. So that's how I was pretty sure it was gonna just fall. And I've been mentioning and I've been saying that. So, and go ahead and go to Bitcoin 01 and all the way up now. You know what I've been saying about this, and so this has finally come through. But it's kind of weird how it came through because there is some news involved in this, and that's why I wanted to kind of bring this up here. Let's go look at some of the news here that I've been finding. Here's one. It's I don't know what this coin is. I do have a little follow-up website for this, but let's just go over this here. Surge continues as Mt. Gox frustration builds, and they're talking about. Let's see what they're talking about. There's some other headlines here. Is Mt. Gox the latest to experience the collateral damage from Silk Road? And then finally, are you having Mt. Gox withdrawal issues? So I do have an account at Mt. Gox, and I did wanted to take out a very small amount, and for some reason it didn't show up in the blockchain, so that's how I knew it wasn't processed. Ironically, they already took out that amount from my Bitcoin from the exchange right there. So here's we got some issues here, and it looks like it's started from a few from the 31st. So this is, and they even wrote in Japanese. So this is some issues that have been going on. So this is January 31st. Update on site has been posted here. A statement regarding Bitcoin withdrawal delays. Now, I know some of you have been warning me, and I do appreciate that. But I don't know. I feel like this platform is a good trading platform, no matter what the issues are or what the problems are. I'm legitimate, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about. But here's some other issues that came, and they even replied to it on February 3rd. Mt. Gox response to BitInstant CEO arrest, and they mentioned that there's a few people who may be, affected by this delay and all that, but um, I'm affected. So I don't know how many other people are affected. The outrage is pretty big, seems like. And then here's the fourth regarding update withdrawal. They say they have it issued, and you can still trade. You just can't take any money out or your bitcoins, but you can still trade. So I don't know how long this is going to go on, which is not a problem for me because I'm still trading. But I do want to use my bitcoins because I did wanted to take it out to the other exchanges and play on the difference between the different markets. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Matter of fact, people do it all the time. But so this may be some news today on what's happening and the reaction of it, because if they're having withdrawal delays or whatever, I did some episodes on the seizures that might be happening in Mountcox related to Silk Road and maybe this. It seems like they're telling people, anybody who had any dealings with this, which I had no dealings with this company whatsoever, but anybody who had dealings with this, they wanted to resubmit verification, be able to be verified before, please submit documents for re-verification. But if you're already trusted, simply just contact support and the hold should be lifted. Okay, no problem. Whatever the reason, I already put in the support. That's how I got to this part right here. And I just logged out, and this is what came out. So I was like, oh, okay. I only wanted to withdraw like a 0.1 Bitcoin, because me personally, Mountcox is a trader's platform. I mean, there's the technical analysis is what you need. Look, see, I mean, I've had this thing up for a while and it's reacting to a technical analysis. Maybe people are watching. I don't know. I don't know why they would watch my show or my YouTube episode here, but anyways, I'm gonna go back to this chart because look, see, it's on a 6 hour. That's why it looks pretty big. But if you compare it, I mean, this is kind of like the old Mountcox that I'm used to. Like look at this drop here, and look at this drop. I mean, I'm kind of used to seeing these price when over here I was really getting concerned. I was wondering if Mountcox was really I don't know, a zombie exchange. I didn't know what was going on here. I just knew that there's a good chance that this is a very strong resistance, and that it needed a lot more buyers to push up the price, and I just didn't see that happening. Not now compared to the other indices, but it did hit that resistance line, and then it just broke down, just like I've been saying, But there it is. If it continues to go down, eventually hit some of my buy orders that I have in place, but for someone who's long in Bitcoin, this is, I mean, I don't mind the price drop at all. I actually kind of welcome it because it allows me to buy in at a cheaper price. And again, the concept is you're buying low, and as the price goes back up, you expend your bitcoins, or you reinvest your bitcoins, or you cash out electronically at the exchange and just hold it right there to go back in. I mean, you can do all sorts of things. So I don't mind the drop actually. And as far as the freeze on withdrawals, I never plan on getting my money out of Mountcox anyway. My original idea was, this is the money I have to invest. This is what I want to invest in Bitcoin. This is what I have to invest in Bitcoin, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade Bitcoin. It makes a lot more sense than any stocks or bonds or futures commodity, whatever. This just makes a lot more sense to me. And the ownership of having a Bitcoin is really attractive. If I couldn't own this Bitcoin, if this is just a trading thing, I just don't want to waste my time, you know. I mean, it doesn't. It's just a game at that point, and why would you risk your game money on a game that just goes back and forth? And when you try to realize your money, I mean, it to make it impossible for you to do that. And if it was easy to realize the money, um, then I wouldn't have to do any hyper trading. Well, I probably would, because hyper trading is a very interesting concept. Um, you know, trading multiple markets with the same single financial instrument is very dynamic. So, I mean, it's something I guess maybe a lot of people don't wouldn't consider. But if you know what it's like to trade a physical commodity, and if you know about resources, natural resources or manufactured, doesn't matter. If you know the nature of supply and demand, um, you know, if you had experience with logistics or finance, I mean, this is something you totally understand. Um, and this is something you probably would want to welcome, because not only can you use this as a financial instrument, as an investment tool, but you can actually use it as money as well. You can actually expend the bitcoins. Um, so it's so versatile. I can't imagine a future without it. I'll be honest with you. I hope it comes to the point where it's the dust settles, and this can be a civilized way to a civilized way to you know, conduct transactions, trades, investments, and spend your money. You know. So anyway, there's the chart analysis, and let's go on to the other ones here real quick. So it's, I don't know. I mean, this chart makes no sense whatsoever. I can't make any sense out of it. I mean, it's just ranging within this price. The only thing I can say is that it's already down from this resistant line. So it never went up to really fall down. It was always just down. So all it's going to do is maybe go down further as the other indices start falling as well. And then this is bit C, and of course bit C is never went up. Well, it did went up that high, but it never did anything other than that. So by contrast, bit C was probably the least appreciated Bitcoin exchange, and that's why I was going to take about $100 and put it in here, and maybe selectively pick a price to strategically pick a price where I want to buy into Bitsy, because I felt that compared to the other indices, this resistance line, it never came close to it, and so it would take the least amount of hit, which it looks like it is, and has the most potential to really go when the momentum goes back up. It has the most to go back up because of this disparity here. So that's kind of what I wanted to do, but I'm not sure if I can do that now, because they're holding my bitcoins over at Mountcox. They're not allowing the exchange, so it's already going down to 830. So it needs to go down a little bit more to hit my other limit orders here, but oh well, we'll see what's going on with that. So let's just go over some of this here. Okay, so yeah, it's true. I can verify, I can confirm this, since I have a Mountcox account, that I sent out like $100, about $100 worth of Bitcoin to be withdrawn, and it didn't do it. Although it took the Bitcoin out of my Bitcoins, so I got less Bitcoins, but I bought back in. Anyway, if they give it back to me, that's fine. I mean, I'm willing to keep that Bitcoin, but I can confirm that there is a lot of frustration going on in here. I was a little surprised, but I'm not quite frustrated. I'd be really pissed if they actually just closed down, and so if that's the case, that may be, well, that really sucks. But who knows? Only time will tell, and maybe this is just all temporary, and things will resume as normal trading, you know. So um, we'll see what happens. Are you having Mountcox withdrawals issue? Yes, I kind of am. So whoever messaged me and told me and warned me about this, you could say you told so, you said so, but thanks, I appreciate it, but I still wouldn't have pulled everything out. You know, I this I really enjoyed the Mountcox trading platform. I thought out of all of the charts to work with, Mt. Gox was actually in my opinion, the most true, the true price, in my opinion. The way the price action moved, how they moved, it seemed more like a trader's platform, like I've been saying. So I enjoy it. I hope they stay in business and everything clears up. And we'll see what happens. If I have to re-verify, I'll re-verify. I'll just give them the same stuff I gave them last time. That shouldn't be a problem, really. And then I might just go ahead and go for my apostle seal to be trusted. So we'll see what happens. It kind of sucks because I did have I do most of my trading here. So I might have to do my trading somewhere else to move my bitcoins and trade my bitcoins and everything, because I'm still using my Bitcoin as money, and I'm buying a gift card. Matter of fact, I went to Target today and bought stuff, and I didn't have to worry about my identity getting stolen or my personal information getting stolen because I paid it with a prepaid gift card, and so there was no information to steal. They may try to steal my prepaid gift card, but there's not a lot of money in it left after today. So, anyways, let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, so there was this other site, and there is a cryptocurrency market capitalization. They'll tell you what it is, and here are the different cryptocurrencies now popping up, and market cap and the price and their total supply. And these ripples act like, and you see there's a little thing here, a little star. Well, these, I'm not sure, I haven't read up on them completely, but I've heard, I might have read somewhere, but someone had, I'm not 100% sure, but these act like fiat currencies. They kind of, a certain amount is put in to supply, and you get that supply, and that's what it's worth. I don't understand that concept, because you could just do that with U.S. dollars. You don't have to worry about that. Same thing with this coin as well. And you look at them and you see that they're just fractions of pennies. Okay. Anyways, I've always said it, Bitcoin will probably be the cryptocurrency, mainly because several reasons. Usually when you have software and other things like that, the first one is great, but then it sucks after a while because they just build on that technology and make better stuff and make it cheaper. This is unique in this software with technology, because usually the first one loses its value almost immediately, and every successive technology after that, because it's new and it's very limited, or the limit of how new depends on when they build another new one. So it depreciates much more quickly. And then, but it's kind of weird, but at the same time, since this is the first cryptocurrency, I guess the most well-known first cryptocurrency, and because its historical significance of what it is, and on top of that, the value. I mean, a lot of people put their put time and money into this thing. So this is probably until another currency becomes number one, Bitcoin will just be the king of all cryptocurrencies. And it's not going to have the same power, it's not going to have the same effect, it's not going to have the same, you know, well, I kind of lost track here, but my point is um, this is the Bitcoin, this is the cryptocurrency that's going to be used to really affect world markets. It's not going to be any of these really, in my opinion. Um, but if you want to know what the different cryptocurrencies are out there, there it is. And let me see if I can scroll down for you guys to see what, like, there you go. I mean, it just keeps going and going, and you see where their prices are, and you know, some of you want to go ahead and you know, get into other cryptocurrencies. That's fine, but after a while, I think you're gonna find out that like it just keeps going, doesn't it? Look at all this. There we go. So, but I think you're gonna find out that you're just gonna end up back up to Bitcoin, because also, you know, I have to admit, you know, with Bitcoin, you're just gonna, I just feel this Bitcoin's just gonna be the one. All right, and I've already explained why. So, okay, I think that's it for that. I'll end it with one more look at the chart to see where it is, how far it's gone. There you go. This is a 6 hour, so you know that's a pretty big drop. Let's compare it to, let me see if I can compare it to the rest of everything else. So, yeah, that's a little drop. That's a little drop. I mean, if you're trading during this time, you know, this little thing is just a little blip. That's not a big deal. You know, you've seen bigger drops like this. This is just, you know, not bad. Anyways, let's go back to the 6 hour. So, anyway, so I don't know what's really causing the price fall on this. It could be a correction. Obviously, it had to be corrected because it was going in a different direction. But you know, you've seen me for a while, and I've told everyone in the video that this is the hard resistance, and most likely it will. This is a downtrending channel. It'll hit down, and it did actually. So, as far as does it make any sense? Well, there was some news. Okay, there was some news, and then also for technical chart analysis reasons, it's following a downtrending, long-term downtrending channel, and it was going up to an uptrending channel. So again, everything that I see here makes sense to me on why the price moved. But you know, for a lot of other people that complain about Mountcox, I don't see why they're complaining. If they knew anything about trading based on a chart, learn how to read a chart, and man, you should be able to you know, definitely make some Bitcoin gains or US dollar gains here. So I'm just waiting for my buys, my limit orders to hit as the price just goes down. That's fine by me. I already have my orders in the books here, just waiting, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. I think maybe some of you guys are really going to start tuning in for the chart analysis, because now I'm starting to see a lot more. I think I'm going to see some good price action here, and again, the price is well, you know, if these continue to go down, it's only about what? Let's just say that's 800. That's still $840 difference in arbitrage. So there wasn't really that much of a correction because all the other ones went down too. And so what, you know, it was a 180, now it's down to 150. So not much of a difference happened here. But I'll keep you all up to date. We'll see what's happening, and eventually I will see if I can pull my money out. Let's see what happens. I'll test it. You know, what I'm thinking is because of the hold they have on me, I'm just going to go ahead and go and do the apostle and send that in, and that way I don't have to really deal with this issue at all. You know, I do a lot of trading. I do a lot of trading in the real world. What happens after that Bitcoin, after I give it away, I don't know. Okay, I can't control what other people do or how they spend their Bitcoin. All I can do is when there's some suspicious activity or somebody tries to fraud me, I just make a report on it. Okay, that's what I do because I'm interested. I have a self-interest. All right, and that self-interest is basically, you know, I'm trying to gain bitcoins or I'm trying to get US dollars, one or the other, to basically invest and reinvest. Anyways, so let me end this episode. I probably talked too much. So feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned, and bye now.